I saw some people doing really well in top 100 legend with Fyrakk Rogue with Garona, and I decided to give it a shot, and even though I didn't do too amazing with it, I can definitely see how this deck could be game breaking. In this video I'm gonna give you a quick updated guide about Fyrakk Garona Rogue and all of the cool things you could be pulling off with this one, because it's definitely a lot different than the lists I have been seeing. So I hope you find the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be great, but now let's check out the guide.
You are not prepared!
Here's the list, and I think Nikita Star went 8-0 in top 100 legend with it, which is definitely pretty cool. And we can also see some interesting inclusions in here, including Bargain Bin Buccaneer, Foxy Fraud, but the rest does look like pretty standard Fyrakk Rogue. Garona is also pretty awesome in here, bringing you also King Lane for the opponent, as well as the King Slayers, and we also have Deja Vu in here, with which you don't even need to look for King Lane most of the time, you're just taking some good cards from the opponent to get yourself some cool synergies. And we also have the Swarthy Sword Shiner, with which you could get your weapon to be a lot more slappier. We're also running things like the Black Knight in here, with which you could be handling things like Tortola, I guess. So if you're facing too many of those warriors, this would be a great way to handle them. But yeah, it's still basically good old Fyrakk Rogue, doing good old Fyrakk Rogue things as soon as turn 6. Going through the cards, obviously we have Preps, we have Shadow Steps, the Deja Vu can be awesome, giving you some insane cards from the opponent, also with a discount, so that's pretty nice. The Space Rock Collector, obvious no-brainer here, giving you extra combo potentials, and also something to do on turn 1. Foxy Fraud is also pretty awesome. Basically with this guy you get activate any combo card because it's basically discounting it by its price, so as long as you have mana for the combo card you're gonna combo it off. The Kingslayer is still pretty awesome, drawing you all of your good legendary minions while giving some hand size issues for the opponent a lot of the time. The Bargain Bin Buccaneer also pretty decent actually. Playing this guy as soon as turn 2 with the help of Foxy Fraud could be amazing for a lot of opponents. Zephyrus is also pretty neat, giving you some phase damage more often than not. The Raiding Party is still gonna give you a lot of extra pirates, but here we also have Bargain Buccaneers, which are pirates, so it's not going to be as consistent for Swarthy Sword Shiner, as well as the Sandbox Scoundrel, which was a super big selling point for just Garona Weapon Rogue. The Swarthies are still as great as ever, and as long as you know you have this guy, you can always swing the first time with the Kingslayer on turn 2, so you can follow up with this and still bring back the free durability with no cost. Dubious Perch is still pretty awesome for all of that card draw, and also you could be destroying some very big men for the opponent. Garona, honestly, she's an okay turn 4 play even if the opponent does not have King Lane in there. Garona is pretty awesome for all of that extra tempo. In some cases it's actually a valid play, even though holding on to Garona in your hand would be usually the better way to go, because with her in there the opponent is always gonna have to ask themselves, do they need to play the stupid King Lane from their hand, or can they just ignore it and leave it there forever? So as soon as you drop Garona on the board, that argument gets removed for the opponent, which is not a great thing, but in some cases it is the proper play if you don't have anything else to do tempo with. Grifta is also pretty awesome. He's also an extra legendary you could fish out with the weapon, same with the Black Knight, and this guy has tradable, so you're always gonna have some card draw later on if the weapon doesn't have anything else to do. The Sandbox Scoundrel is still amazing on turn 4 or 5, so it allows you to tempo out an extra free drop, as well as giving you the 1 mana mini, with which you could be doing some insane things like turn 6 Narrowlex into Fyrakk. Narrowlex is obviously great, allowing you to do 1 mana Fyrakk or 1 mana Ysera. Fyrakk can be a win condition on its own, and you could Shadow Step this guy over and over again. Ysera is great for the extra mana later on, as well as for just a tempo play, like if you don't have Fyrakk, at least you could be doing a turn 6 Narrowlex into Ysera, into another free drop, just for an insane amount of tempo. And last but not least, we have the Ziliax with the Twin plus Perfect module for a lot of extra healing, and also potentially a lot of extra tempo, because a turn 6 Ziliax could be pretty huge as well. We don't have matchups here, and not really any mulligans either, but we're still gonna give it a shot at talking about what you could be looking for in the mulligan. Technically, Prep could be amazing, especially if you have a Dubious Purchase, but it's especially amazing if you have yourself a Raiding Party, so Prep plus Raiding is absolute no-brainer. Deja Vu could be a good keep, Space Rock Collector is great, Foxy Fraud's okay, Kingslayer straight out is decent, Bargain Bin could be a consideration here, even though it's not that amazing if you don't have a way to cheat it out early, and Swarthy Sword Shiner, especially if you have Kingslayer, could be a keep as well. On the coin we have plenty of the same stuff, but here I'd say Dubious Purchase becomes even more keepable. Raiding Party is still insane, but even easier to combo off on turn 2. The Bargain Bin Buccaneers become a lot easier because you can definitely do a turn 2 Foxy Fraud into Bargain Buccaneers, and technically speaking you could even do that when you're going first with a thing like Space Rock Collector into Foxy Fraud on turn 2 into a discounted Bargain Bin thanks to the Space Rock Collector. That can also be huge, but yeah, it's kind of the same stuff, so mulligan accordingly. All around, this is not a cheap deck, as any Fyrakk Rogue isn't, but if you're enjoying this type of archetype you can definitely give this one a try. Hope you enjoyed the guide, and if you did, a like and subscribe would be great, but now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top 1000 legend with it. Hope you enjoy.
The dream must be protected.
I will carve
Yeah, fellow Rogo. Honey Thief. Deja Vu on 1 in bed. Still like that. How's Face Hunter doing? Not. Face Hunter is not doing. Face Hunter is getting done. Okay, both of us are going with the King Lame shenanigans. King Lame Incendious. Interesting. I'll try my luck to find a weapon later. That's not bad. I could save it for next turn though. Could play this twice to grab the Dubious. I'll actually do that. But I'm not playing it this turn, so next turn we can activate Crap. Could also just raiding party, you know. I am actually gonna raiding party so we can actually equip it. Let's start clapping. Yeah, let's do this. This draws me the weapage, and we get to equip it and clap. Much better. Gargle my Balzona. Garona, excuse me. Must have slipped my mind. Okay, that was a massive play. Usually 3 hours. 3 hours is the norm here. 3 hours or a little bit more. Lately I've been trying a bit more. Uh-oh. Boopy. It's not that important, but it's important. Thank you, man. Uh-oh. Should have played around it, to be fair, like he knew I had the weapon. First Demon Hunter of the day, I imagine. I'm gonna try like that. That ain't too bad. I'm also gonna get the raiding party on 2. Start clapping weapons on turn 3. Unless we get a prep, that would help. Fun fact, he has a minion in the deck, guys. For anybody paying attention, half his deck don't work no more. Half man's deck don't work right now. If he is a no minion.
You know how to wrap things up.
Ahoy!
There's my weapage. Not even sure I wanna be, Okay, he does have minions, apparently. Elise is not active for my deck. They're all shit. 2 mana Wyvern, not the biggest shit. 4 mana Ancient, not the biggest shit. So this guy's a Peddler Demon Hunter, any? No flashback in this one, apparently. I saw somebody did super well with this version in Top Legend, so I decided to give it a chexicle. Give it a look-see. Garona. Okay, we know Elise is in his hand already. A few more swings and King Lane should also be up there. But if he has Elise, he has a lot more legendaries where that came from. Ziliax, Fyrakk, Xavius maybe. And Rage Warrior, pretty fun. I actually started the stream with it. Couldn't lose with it, I think. Pretty good stuff. If I got another Deja Vu, I could get the location straight out. That might be fun, but I wouldn't hold my breath for it. But next turn I think I'm going for the Garona play.
Freestyle.
Let's see it.
Cruel grip shall be met with blood.
Rigged. Okay. It is what it is. Garona is still at least a decently sized minion. If we slashed him in half, that would have been great. But we didn't. This prep is cute.
Set it down and I'll light it up.
Do I care about this anymore? We did draw all of our weapons at this point, all the legendaries too basically, so I don't... Would you burn? Whatever. Okay, next turn we go with the Scoundrel Boy. Problem is we don't have a great way to handle this 5-5 without healing him back to full. Unless we get a red card out of this or something. Does burn the top deck, way things are. Grift is kind of cute because I don't even give him the thing. Let me it's not a great way to do it.
What shall I do?
There's no great way to do it. Guess I'm double tapping him. It's still burn a card if I slap him. Let's not. Let's save it for something a bit more meaningful.
My hand is full.
That was a good burn. This guy really is getting those, huh? This has to be the fastest portal demon hunter I've seen. Dude literally can't skip a turn not playing a portal, huh? I mean, he is fishing him out with this thing. Poop. I am capable of actually stealing that last portal, you know? But not really. It's a lot of damage. Okay, let's get that Celiax in it. Could also Fyrakk it up. I'm gonna try to Fyrakk it up.
Now this is treasure.
Go forth on swift wings. Mine hatred cannot be contained.
Okay.
My hand is full.
Don't care too much about either of these.
Short on time.
Uh-huh.
That toy was made just for me.
Next turn, Ziliax needs to be the play. For shoresies. Do I have a next turn, though? I should. Naturally. That's 2 off lethal. Fortunately, I played around it.
My hand is full.
Oh, it's 1 off. Fascinating.
Now this is treasure.
My mouse was literally here. Okay. Appreciate the honesty. Still has a Lego, why not? He does, the little booger. Do I care about any other card left in my deck? Not really, they're all crap. Could get a prep, but I don't care about it. I might need a little bit of extra room for Fyrakk though. I don't know, I don't feel like this is important to me.
My hand is full. My hatred cannot.
Okay, let's see it. Did he do it? Did he do it? Probably. Dude still has legendaries in there, like damn. He definitely likes drawing. Drawing is his passion. Good job, Picasso. Drawing was his passion, guys. Drawing was his passion. Savage Act.
The Knights of the Ebon Blade will not falter.
I will carve out notes with every strike.
Kinda like that. I don't like that, but I can try to bullet. That ain't bad at all. Let's do that then. This guy doesn't have a Sarah, so we're assuming he's Blonsandi, question mark?
Freestyle.
I guess we can find out with this thing. Spending a coin on that. Can't say no, I guess. King lame already. That ain't bad at all.
Freestyle.
Yeah, look at that, he has King Lame. I don't have what's her face though. Guess this probably makes sense at some point.
Set it down and I'll light it up.
Okay, I guess he's burning a card there. 2 actually. We know King Lame is in his hand, so I can slap his mouth knowing full well I'm gonna burn a good minion for him. Maybe a Husk, maybe a Buon Samdi.
Freestyle.
My hand is full.
Sick. Lupus. Okay. People are really conceding way too early when they burn a core card. Like, give it a chance, man. Give it a chance. Bulldog. Let's see it, Bulldog.
I will carve out notes with every strike.
Okay, like that. Okay, I can actually do this on 2 this way, easily. I mean, I could have already, but I'll do it even harder. He's a shreddy boy. That ain't bad. Quenting it don't do much.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Not much, Bucha. I did give it a shot way back when, but it's just not my jam. Please be only a 1. Nice. But we're still in danger. Dangerous. The only legendary in his deck is the Death Knight card 4/4, which is useless to him, as well as the... Please don't have the buff. As well as the 1-mana draw free. Raiding Partey. Problem is I don't do much here. I'm gonna have to control the shit out of him. Fuck.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Okay, time to push that tempo ball. Time to push that tempo ball, guys. Do I have enough time for this weapon to be useful for me, or should I just slap him in the mouth and hope Ziliax is the card? So many legendaries. I have like 6 legendaries in the deck. Nah. Good legendary card there for him. Didn't get a single shred. Did not get a shred of shred. Even using that shit. What I need to do here is this crap, but it is not funny. It is kind of sad. Doing this, I'm not that on board at least. No Ziliax, but it could still be healing. Is it sexual healing? He could just have Corpsicle, obviously. And he did. Can't do much about that curve, guys. Should have played around it. We almost did enough, but slightly off. We're almost there, damn it. We were almost there.